Hey guys, Dave. I'm here in the Riverdale Cemetery in Columbus, Georgia, and I'm here for the mass. I'm here for the memorial. I'm sorry, not really mass grave, but the memorial to the circus train wreck victims of a traveling circus here that perished. I'll tell you a little bit about that here. No one wants to look at me. So this is a large tent-shaped, big top type shaped memorial to the crash victims. So a little bit about it. The Colonel T. Kennedy Carnival Show had just wrapped up a pretty successful Harvest Festival week in Atlanta on the early morning of November 22nd, 1915. The 28-car Kennedy show train pulled out of the station, headed for the next big show in Phoenix City, Alabama. The entire Kennedy group was aboard. Only a few hours later, some of them would be dead. At 1:26 in the afternoon, just outside of Columbus, on the tracks that ran parallel to Macon Road, the show train collided with a steel passenger train. Both were traveling around 30 miles per hour. The crash was so powerful that the two engines fused together as one. While no one was killed on the sturdier passenger train, the Kennedy performers were not so lucky. As owner Con Kennedy led the way. Workers in the back cars attempted to save those trapped up front. He said, "I saw those poor fellows pinned in their sleeping wagons and they could not get out." An eyewitness said, as the fire began raging out of control, carnival performers Fred and Myrtle Kemp realized they were trapped in their sleeping compartment. In a last-ditch effort to save their daughter, Myrtle passed her off to rescue workers. The child survived, but the two parents were burned alive, along with 2 carloads of animals as well. The fire raged for hours. Here we are. I'll just keep talking here, and then we'll go up and take a better look. Like I said, the fire raged for hours. When the smoke had finally cleared, more bodies were discovered at the wreckage, and at least 50 Kennedy carnival workers were injured. Due to the transient nature of the show, the exact number of those folks killed were never determined. After a mass funeral at the Columbia's First Baptist Church, there was a procession here to Riverdale Cemetery where the burials took place. Since the carnival's band instruments had been burned, local Columbian folks loaned them instruments so they could play and send their comrades off in some style. It was determined that the crash was the fault of the passenger's train conductor, who had ignored orders to wait for the show train. In honor of the fallen employees, Con Kennedy erected the big top monument. Then he and the rest of the crew headed back down the long, hard business of show business. Nothing stops the show. So this was erected November 22nd, 1915. So I'm not sure where the mass burial is. I'm sure it's in a pauper section of the cemetery. Unfortunately, I don't have time to do too much more research than that. Hopefully I'll find some videos and link them that might be able to do that. So let's take a look at this big top tent here. Erected by Con T. Kennedy Shows in memory of their comrades who lost their lives in a railroad wreck near Columbus, Georgia, November 22nd, 1915. Got a little step here. And you can see the big tent style. I'll zoom out here a little bit. That's all sorts of change located. A lot of visitors here already. And even more. We'll not forget thee, we who stay to work a little longer here. They name thy faith, thy love shall be on memory's label, bright and clear. And when worried by the toil of fire or toil of life, our heavy limbs shall come, and one by one lie down upon our Mother Earth with thee. And just got the little reef memorandum there. This one is marked as perpetual care. I would say it's probably minimal perpetual care, but it is marked. This was created in 1916 by Elgin and Norman Monument Company. On the back side, you just got another wreath in memoriam. So there you go, guys. The memorial to the 1915 Columbus Kennedy Show's train wreck here in Columbus, Georgia. It's a very nice little memory for these folks. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video of the circus memorial, the traveling circus memorial here in Columbus, Georgia. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I post 3 Sundays a month, usually a famous grave, an infamous grave, an unusual grave. The second Sunday of every month I usually post something Goonies related or some weird site I've attended or seen. But I do post regularly. I got a lot of videos to go, so there won't be any shortage of stuff probably for a year or two. I got that many videos to do, so there'll always be something. So I do appreciate everybody that does watch these videos. They're not as good as a lot of these other guys out there like Lamont and Faces Are Forgotten, Wit Docs, Scott on Tape. Check out their videos, they're really good, better than what I do. But again, for those that do get this far, I do appreciate it. Until next time, see you guys.